Okay, c5. We'll go ahead and take it. Maybe c3 here. Trying to make sense of this position here. Take this way, undouble the pawns. Knight b6 is a good move. Okay, let's hit the knight. I like knight takes, prepares queen h5. Here. Here, knight d8, I guess barely holds it together. Barely holds it together, but it does. And knight here, I guess queen d8, also held together. Didn't consider this one. Let's insert ourselves into the position. It's actually weird because I think in the previous position we missed the win, so I think simple like taking there. We'll take on g5 and enter with the rook. c5 is a pretty bad move on the first move of the game. Only against b4. Against any other move it's playable, but not against b4. Terrible luck for the guy. Got to start pre-moving b takes c5, just in case. e3, knight f3. I think c4 as well. I like to play the e3 move quickly, just to open up the bishop. And we have the classic. Queen looks pretty good here, but free pawn looks even better. Now, are we taking here? I say yes. We'll come to regret it, certainly, but let's do it. Would love to get the queen out. Knight h4, queen h5. That will more or less prevent it. I think g4, knight h4 is what we're going to do. And put the knight on f5. This should be very uncomfortable for black. So queen f5 is pretty tempting. Let's first just support the pawn. But yeah, this is 100% resignable. I don't mind that resign at all. There's weak pawns everywhere. You have a passed pawn you're dealing with. Power b4. That was a quick one. Famous and frothy. Guess we'll go back. How is c4 here? Playable at all? I think so. Enough to give it a try, at least. Knight c3 next. I feel like this is going to happen. Not exactly sure what to do next, but I think a3 after that. Yeah, don't really care for that. I don't like knight c5 too much. You might play pawn c5. Just develop now, I think. Knight b6 will lose material. We're ready to take. Is this one happening? Honestly, I might play this. I don't mind bishop a3 as an idea. Also, don't care about that. I think we're winning a pawn here. Gotta be careful about this bishop h2, but for the moment, I think we're okay. Knight c5. Queen f5. Yeah, it does play it. Guess this one. We have a few moves here. I think just that. Guard our queen so we don't blunder this. I'm going to do that move. Queen c7 I don't think is that big of a deal. Let's do this. Bishop b3 if we get attacked. Queen f5, queen g4 looks correct. We're going to get to trade the queens and fix the pawns, or we're just going to get to win material. This looks pretty good. This is hanging, but there's more pressing things hanging. If he saves the rook, we take this, we play rook b1. A draw. Can't allow that. We've got to go here. Now, knight d3. I don't think there's a threat. Kind of, thankfully. Maybe I might go here. A little bit lazy. Allow knight e1 and just go rook b8. And like trade and play the endgame. See h6. Our king is pretty well protected here. It's also just a winning endgame. I just decided to waste a bit more time so that when it comes down to a time scramble, we both have less time, which can only be a good thing. But yeah, if he plays here, we just go grab that pawn. So just biding our time before going for the winning line. Dirty. There's nothing dirty about that. This, my friend, is a completely winning endgame for white. I just think if you're going to play a line like this, why not 5-9 seconds, he has 7, compared to, I don't know, 5-11, he has 9. I'd rather there be less time on the clock. Now, it's there's the extra benefit that he might also miss it, so that's perfect. So not only do I reduce the time for both of us, I also have the potential that he'll miss it, and I just get a queen. And it's still winning anyway. It's a trifecta. b4. f6. Thinking about c4. Just feels like a move that you're supposed to include. Perhaps d4 and then c4 next. I like that. c5 wins a piece, so I was going to say we have to see that move. We do have an idea to play knight takes e4 here. It's not easy to spot, so that could be good. A lot of space here, typical for the Polish. Nice move, but I am curious if we have, do we have some idea to capture on b7 at all? Maybe not. Yeah, c5, bishop c7. I think everything's covered there for my opponent. Done a pretty good job. Just gonna keep gaining some space. Not too sure what we're doing. Let's go g3. That feels correct. And king in the corner means if you play g5, that bishop is going to find a way to make itself known. Here we go. And we can take on d5. And even if there's queen b4 check, we can just slide the king over very nicely. So this should be the end of it. And the king goes up to g2. We're threatening checkmate. The knight cannot develop. You kind of have to go back. But then maybe a6. So we'll just take. And then the king goes here. Rook c1 to c8 looks good. There's no checks, so rook c8 will trade pieces. Black is hoping for something like this if we play king g2. It's impossible, but at least he's still trying to come up with some ideas. We want to activate our last piece. GG. Could be one more. Just gaining space, doing queenside stuff, ignoring the king side. That's what I like to do. And can we hit 2100 with one b4? Let's find out. Let's find out. Surely this is too high of a rating to be messing up stuff like that. Let's go c4. I've been playing c4 and b5 pretty much non-stop. Trying to make stuff work over here. Interesting. We do have this move, but bishop b4 is there. Start with this, then probably knight c3 next. I was gonna say, I think I will take that. Perhaps annoying for him. Can't play bishop there. So I think he's gonna play knight d7. Ooh, a5. Kind of liking the idea of rook b1. Let's go like this. Castling has to be good. So here I was thinking of this, but you know, I'm always met with the reality that there's pawn to b4. I know this is annoying him. I just know it. Okay, I think it's time to play b6 and get some threats over here. Black has not castled because of the pressure on g7. And I think it's all making sense now. So if we go here, I think the king's going to move, which is why I want to start with this check. This just loses. Surprised he played it. Thought maybe knight d7, but either way, knight e5, bishop b5, these moves were happening. And that's going to be 2100. Without too much skin off my back. A little bit off, but not too much. This is the system. I always like an early e3, most useful move in the position. And then if there's an e-pawn staring at me, I'll usually delay this, but I always like a quick c4, a knight c3 if things are defended here. And if the pawn's attacked, it's b5. So we usually get something that looks like this. You know, queen out to c2 or b3. Eventually, I'll probably include d4 as well. We've had some interesting positions so far. It still feels fairly light work, eviscerated. Although, you know, just slowly but surely, it's becoming less about the opening, our wins, which is okay. It's not supposed to be actually a very trappy opening, but it's been that way so far, which I did not expect. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of another episode of the 1v4 speedrun. I hope you found this as tricky and successful as I did in the series. And remember to subscribe to the chessbrah YouTube channel if you're not already, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when we drop our next upload.